What's up everyone, I'm IAMOBG for tastingskills.com. Welcome back to another video. Today I have something really nice. I have the Wyoming Distillery. Now they do make several whiskeys. They were established in 2006. They've been partner with Edrington from the start. So they have quality distribution and they are just focused on turning out really good whiskey. Now, the whiskeys that they make are wheated whiskeys, as we call them. Let's jump into the technicals right away just so we can cover all of them and then we'll get back to this. So we're gonna start with the small batch bourbon, and the mash bill on all of them is 68% corn, 20% winter rye, 12% malted barley. Now, the small batch bourbon has an ABV of 44 or a proof of 88, and it retails for $49. Then they make the double cask straight bourbon whiskey. This is finished in sherry cask. The mash bill here is the same as the previous one. This has an ABV of 50 or a proof of 100, and this retails for $100. Then we have what I'm holding in my hand today, the Outryder. This is an American straight whiskey that is bottled in bond, meaning it has a minimum of 4-year-old and it's aged in new chard oak. This has an ABV of 50, of course, or a proof of 100, and this retails for $80. Then we have the single barrel bourbon straight whiskey. Has an ABV of 44 or a proof of 88, and this retails for $65. Then we have the barrel strength bourbon whiskey. The ABV on here is 58 or a proof of 116. Now this retails for $725. It was very limited. And finally, the impossible to find, the National Park limited edition. This is a straight bourbon whiskey aged for 5 years. The ABV on here is 46 or it has a proof of 92, and there's no pricing on this. Packaging wise, this is a B+. I mean, they pretty much give you all the information. It's straight to the point. The only thing I would like to see is the mash bill. Other than that, I love the little top. This is a quality tappy cork here. You got the wood and then it's synthetic. And then this is custom glass. Of course, they have their own bottles. And it's a cross both here, as we can see when we look at the small batch bourbon whiskey. Yeah, this is a B+. This is good. All right, let's take a look at the tasting notes. But before that, do you want to taste like a pro? Head over to tastingskills.com, put your name and email into magical yellow box, and I will send you my free 17-page guide to the fundamentals of tasting. Not only that, if you want to get a sober hat or a sober hoodie, once you have that in your cart at tastingskills.com, please put the promo code IAMOBG and shipping will be free since it's on me. All right, let's jump into this one. On the color, deep gold. On the nose, very toasty oak layers, but really wrapped up into layers of oak. That is rich and complex at the same time, as there is layers of smoke that dance around the caramel, the honey, the oranges, the cherry notes that are well evolved. And the vanilla appears in subtle ways. This has a really refined nose. On the mouthfeel, tight layers of oak that slowly turn spicy. This evolves slowly into a full-on attack of acidity that comes around to give you more layers of that oak as it turns into these sweet oak tannins. This is just a classic. Since it's really tight and its wood complexity is just wow, it just keeps on giving it to you, and the finish just never ends. Wow, this is amazing for the money. $45, 5-year-old, small batch, wheated bourbon, just insane. This was so good, and for the money, this should be in your top 10 to chase down right now. This was just insane for the money. All right, let's look at the Outrider. On the color, deep gold. On the nose, sweet and delicate. As this bottled in bond 100 proof doesn't show its power, it has nice oak layers of complex wood into smoke. Yes, this has caramel and vanilla, but this is dominated by the oak tannins and the smoke. On the mouthfeel, beautiful mouthfeel that is oak complex driven as the alcohol shows up at the back of the palate. This is complex and the acidity comes in to drive all these spicy oak layers. Once they settle in, they turn sweet, giving you a long finish that isn't overpowering. But the balance and the elegance has the finish that never stops. This bottle and bond is just amazing. If you're looking to add something to your collection or your growing knowledge of whiskey, this is something you should pursue. I'm a big bottle and bond guy, and I think that is really the standard to define who is a good distiller and who is a bad distiller, because you can't really cheat. You have to put in the time, you have to put in at least 4 years in the cask has to be good, it has to be a good mash bill, and at the end, that really shows the skill. And this bottle and bond is in my top 10 for the year. All right, let's do a quick recap to figure out if it's a buy, pass, or a collect. We're gonna start with the small batch 5-year-old. This was absolutely a buy and even a collector for me at 44 ABV or 88 proof, $45, 5-year-old whiskey. This is just an amazing purchase, and this is something that you should try to find as fast as you can. And then finally, the Outryder. This bottle and bond is of course a buy and even a collector's item. There is so much delicacy and just mind-blowingness into this BIB. Oh my God, you gotta really try that. All right, that's gonna do it for me. IAMOBG for tastingskills.com. Please remember to smash that like button, go down there, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment, share with all your friends. And as usual, my friend, please remember, stay sober. Peace.